Crabs! Do you want crabs? Do you like crabs? I didn't really prepare any more jokes other than like, ha ha ha, crabs. Crabs! This is 8 crab, but not any old 8 crab. This is 8 crab redux. This is a variant or improvement upon the 8 crab list that we streamed a week or so ago. This is a deck that was submitted by Justin or Ustinious from my Discord. Any Splicer who's the top tier of my Patreon, they get to be involved in a few extra activities beyond the normal Discord activities. That means that they get to be in a call with me each week. That means they get to submit decks that I will eventually play as I make my way through the list, and they get to be involved in the pub quizzes that happen every month for 2 months. This is 8 crab. The original 8 crab list was a bit shit because Ustinious told us that he made the list whilst drinking and had missed a load of opportunities to play certain things. So the plan of this deck is to play basically the mill deck, the blue-black mill deck that exists in Modern already and is an okay tier 2 deck. And instead, we're going to fill it full of fucking crabs. So we're playing 4 Hedron Crab and 4 Iceberg Cancrix. This is 8 crab, my friends. This one mills in for 3 when you play a land. This one mills in for 2 when you play a snow opponent, which includes the crabs themselves and astrolabes. Then we play astrolabes, a load of snow lands, like 1 Water Grave and some Field of Ruins. We play the Archive Traps, which mills in for 13 if they've searched their library, which is a pretty normal card to play in mill. 2 Cryptic Commands, 3 Drown the Lock, which is the new blue-black removal and or counter spell that's just generally pretty fucking good, and I guess we'd see a lot more play in Modern if Modern wasn't such a degenerate shit show. We've got 2 mana scribe to round out our mill creatures. 4 Mesmeric Orb, which is an alteration that I've made to the deck since Justin made it, because Mesmeric Orb is the best mill card in Modern, barring Hedron Crab. It's fucking great. 4 Labia, 3 Fatal Push, 3 Surgical Extraction to rip away things like Emeralds, for example, if we can't beat them. Hopefully we don't face any of those, touch wood, today. And we can also just rip away combo pieces and frustrating cards. And then Vision of Beyond, which is sometimes a 1 mana cantrip, and sometimes a 1 mana draw 3, which is pretty fucking good. And that's the deck. It's real straightforward. Play crabs, play lands, play Mesmeric Orbs, and fucking pray, basically. If you think this is going to be tier 1, you're fucking mistaken. Our sideboard has 2 Reminiscent Rejections against Drawn. We've got Force Negation against hard combo like Neobrand, for example, or even, I guess, Wurza. We've got 3 Dead of Winter to wrath our opponent's boards and hopefully keep some of our crabs alive. Against aggro, we can Crypt Incursion to gain life. Against aggro, we can Snaring Bridge to save life. Against graveyard-based strategies, deck searching strategies, and Emrakul strategies, we can play Ashiok Dreamrender. And then I've got 1 Steam Vents and 1 Harmless Offering, because sometimes you just need to give your opponent crabs, because you can't actually win. So you take the moral victory of a really bad childish pun. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, or you've had crabs in your life, comment down below telling me the stories of your pubic lice. Like I said, this is a Splicer submitted deck with a slight bit of tweaking and tuning for myself. I do this pretty much every week. I try to play at least 1 deck from the Splicer list. If you want to get involved with that, or the Discord banter, or the Minecraft server that should be live this week, then make sure you join my Patreon with a link down in the description below. And with all that out of the way, let's go play some fucking Modern crabs! So we've won the die roll, but of course we've got a 1-lander, and a land that can't cast the Astrolabe, otherwise I probably would keep it. This is much better with double crab. Let's go for this. I bought on the push because, well, we don't have a black source, so keeping it seems a bit fucking stupid. We lead with 1 crabby boy. Our opponent leads Field of the Dead tapped. Interesting. So there's some form of scape shift and or amulet. We hit a land drop and mill them with crab. We hit Oblivion, so a Leyline of Sanctity and Academy Ruins. I have no fucking idea what's going on. Iceberg Crab hits the battlefield, and I attack them for 2. And by 2 I mean 0. If they search their library, we're going to mill them for 26 cards. I'm fucking excited. I'm really fucking excited. Come on, fetch land and or expedition map. Come on. Oh, well, they're going to gain life, but that has no power here. We play a snow-covered island and we mill them. There's an argument in milling ourselves to try and enable Delirium, but whatever. We then see Archmage Charm, Supreme Verdict, Khan, Mystic Gate, Snow-Covered Island. It's almost like our opponents just unloaded their trade folder into the graveyard. Now, I'm not trying to mock them too much here. I like brews and stuff, but this doesn't seem like a cohesive collection of cards that you often see in Modern. Then we hit Tezzeret the Artificer, Mole Drifter, and Thran Temporal Gateway. Yeah, this is an EDH deck. Are they playing Singleton? Snow-Covered Plains from our opponent. Legion's Landing. I do think they're playing some sort of Singleton deck, and I'm here for it. We drew a Fatal Push, which is our worst draw there, and we just pass back to them. They play another Radiant Fountain, so they're not on a Singleton mana base, so I'm not impressed. We block the Vampire with our 0/4 and hope they don't have a white pump spell. Nope, we're all good, but they're on 25 life. We drew another archive trap, so we are going to get them for 39 cards and kill them if they just crack a fetch land. Like, you know, just, or we draw a Field of Ruin, one of the two. Ooh, Ghost Quarter themselves, maybe, for a blue source? That'd be pretty good. Oh, we fucking got them. Ladies and gentlemen, friends, Romans, countrymen, and everyone in betwixt. We fucking got them! What will they get, though? What will they get? Oh, I am in love. I am so happy right now. I guess we'll cast the first one. That's 13. We'll cast the second one. That's another 13. Oh! Fuck! That is unfortunate. I have no idea what they are playing. But it's obviously strong against us. My first game of the day and it's main board Emrakul. Ah, oh, for fuck. Anyone want to take some blue, white, Planeswalker, Field of the Dead control? Lol. Okay, well, I guess I'm not gonna mill them anymore unless I have Surgical in hand, I guess. So we block. We need to just draw Surgical and then go from there, I guess. Well, that's an Astrolabe, so that's not the worst. We mill them and we draw. We mill them and we draw off the second Ash. We hit the Emrakul again. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Okay, we mill them again. We mill them again. I mean, they have main deck Leyline of Sanctity and they have Emrakul. That is not the best for us. They scry for one off of Zalfaniran Void. I guess they're blue-white colorless control. You play a second Legion's Landing to make another vampire. They cast a Khan the Great Creator, which means we can't activate our Astrolabes anymore. They go and get a Chromatic Lantern out of their sideboard. Fuck me. I guess they have no blue mana here in their 3-color blue deck. Okay, we found the Drown in the lock. That's certainly something. I guess we kill the Golos, because obviously Golos allows them to cast Emrakuls at the top of the library thanks to Chromatic Lantern. So this interaction, plus Emrakulers. So we kill Golos here, before they go to combat. So they can't flip their Legion's Landing at the very least. Then they Ghost Quarter themselves for a blue mana, perhaps, and then counter this round. Seems pretty strong considering my Astrolabes are offline. Landing flips. We block taking no damage, but they have a flipped landing into a Danto, the first cast, or whatever the fuck it's called, and they gain some more life and go to 29. Chromatic Lantern, sure. And with Kant, they grab Phyrexian Metamorph. Interesting. Play the Metamorph for life, even though they had Chromatic Lantern to activate, but and make a second Golos. They make a Zombo off of their Field of the Dead there. We untap, and we can now kill Golos. We kill Golos, and at this point I don't feel like playing any more lands, simply because I kind of want to hit my Surgical before I mill them anymore. Our opponent Academy ruins Pilgrim to the top of their library, which is certainly something. They cast another Golos. Oh Christ, I'm getting the shit kicked out of me. They get another Field of the Dead, which means they get 2 more Zombos. They flunge, we do some more blocking. We don't draw a Surgical. I'm going to mill myself so we can turn Delirium. Delirium is now online. We mill them for 3 in their upkeep with Manic Scribe. They make a load more zombies. They attack and we have to block to try and not die to this onslaught of zombos. But we're taking 5 here. Our life total is now going down for the first time this game. Our opponent's on over 30 life, but it doesn't matter. We can just Surgical the Emrakuls and mill them out. That is our game plan. If they've got the Lattice Lock in their sideboard, yeah, we're fucked. Filigree Familiar. We drew a Flooded Strand. Cool. We're going to mill them. No Emrakul hit this time. That's good. I guess they're going to activate Golos next turn. We've probably got maybe a turn or so before we die to the Emrakul. We mill the Manic Scribe, putting another Phyrexian Metamorph in the graveyard. They go and grab a Bow of Nylea. Oh, well, it means we can't block much. It's just an interesting choice in their blue-white colourless deck. I guess Chromatic Lantern is quite important for this. I mean, I'm not going to knock it. Their deck seems fucking sweet. And it's showing the crabs a real hard time. We attack, and we're going to say no blocks. Which means we die. Our next 3 cards would have been... Yeah, perhaps we should be milling ourselves to a Mystic Sanctuary, the Surgical to the top of our library. Maybe that's our line. Oh, and our opponent doesn't want to play a second game. There's some sort of... I don't know if it's irony or what, that our opponent playing that pile didn't want to play with us anymore with crabs. Let's try again. Okay, we didn't win this time, but we have a keepable... Just about keepable 7, so I'm going to give this a shot with the crabs! Opponent has a breeding point to Noble Hierarch, so they are playing Infect or Spirits, I guess? We're just going to bolt the bird, or in this case, push the hierarchy. Fuck the hierarchy, eat the rich. That's what they say in Soviet Russia. Archive trap in hand. We don't. Stoneforge Mystic. Well, that resolves, I guess. If they get Battle Skull, we can kill the Mystic with Drown the Lock and feel good. Oh, yes. So I'd love to orb them here, but we can't really do that, because I can't let them have a Battle Skull and hit us for 4 every turn, or 5 alongside the Stoneforge. So we'll kill the Stoneforge here and pass back. The plan is to just land them as merit. Oko turns our orb. Come on, Magic. Come on, Magic. Behave, you fuck. Hedron Crab. Snow-covered Island. Mill them for 3. We hit Gilded Goose and Oko. I wonder how many standard... Is this the year that standard affected Modern Legacy the most? It certainly feels that way. If our deck struggles to pressure Planeswalkers like Khan, it's going to really struggle to pressure Planeswalkers like Oak. Teferi Time Raveler. Well, they can bounce my Hedron Crab and turn my Orb into a 3/3. That doesn't seem good. Also means our Archive traps are quite literally fucking terrible. Okay, put the Orb back in our hand. Sure thing, buddy. Attack us for 3. Sure. Oh, okay. I'm going to Hedron Crab them. Play a Manic Scribe. Play an Orb. But that means that our Visions will actually be a spell that draws multiple cards next turn, because our opponent's about to mill down to 20 cards in graveyard. I'm going to attack the Oko to send a message. Yeah, that's how you challenge a 7 loyalty 3-mana Planeswalker that's dominating and or warping every format imaginable. You attack it with a 0/2 crab to send a fucking message. Questing Beast. Have they joined the... Brazen Borrower. Have they joined the wrong fucking queue? Jesus. There's a Battle Skull. The Uptick Time Raveler. They turn my Orb into an Elk. They attack me with a 3/3 Elk. No blocks. Well, we drew Mystic Sanctuary, which, if I fail to ruin them, does put a card from my graveyard back on my library, like Visions of Beyond. Should we shoot the Temple Garden to kill and go and grab another snow-covered? Mill them for 3. With the blue in my pool, I cast Visions of Nice in some matchups. We're then going to go Mystic Sanctuary, mill them for 3, put Visions of Beyond on top of my library. I guess I just make this Ice Cancrix, and that way they'll have to turn and bounce. They'll have to turn one of these into an Elk. That's the thing. They only got 21 cards left in the library. Can we beat Teferi Oko with 8 crab? Like banned bullshit with 8 crab? That'd be good. Oh, the drawing cards of Arcan's Astrolabe. That's what I want to see. Draw deeper into your deck. That's it. 19 cards left. I guess they elk the crab, the Hedron Crab, because that's our most valuable mill engine here. Oh, they've scooped. Have they quit out of the lobby? Does no one want to play a second game with 8 crab? Yes! It's not a real deck. I don't want to play against mill. That's the thing. People don't like mill anyway, let alone when it's 8 crab. What's their name? Banshee Oath. Let's try and hit them again. Banshee Oath is trying to play again, so we're going to go one more time against Banshee Oath. Let's see if they'll play one more game with us in the practice rooms. My 8 crab mill deck. Come on, my friend. Let's just play some casual Magic where we get to beat up your Oko with my crabs. I would love to play first. I will keep this hand. It's got an Astrolabe in it. What could possibly go wrong? No crab is a bit weak, I guess. So we're going to crack this. Go and get a... Do we draw a crab? I'll draw a surgical, which isn't the worst. If we can mill them next turn, then surgical or Okos, that'd be hot. So they're banned mid-range to Fairies, Okos, and Stoneforge Mystics. Prismatic Vista into a Snow Island into Noble Hierarch. Cool. Okay, I guess we're playing Manic Scribe. And I'm going to shock myself here so we have access to Drown. The frustrating thing is they'll be able to play Oko ahead. We hit Oko in their doorstep. Let's go. Let's go. Can we rip Oko out of their hand? Can we get a concession doing so? I would be loving life if this works. Why? All I'm doing is playing crabs and manic scribes. Maniccrab.deck. Right, let's try one more time. I wonder if Banshee Earth wants to play again. Okay, so we've got Banshee Earth one more time. I'm going to ask them in chat if they want to play. I'm not going to keep doing this to them. I just want to... I don't know. I want a full game. So let's go to the chat. Hi again. Full game this time. I'm going to keep this. I mean... Hopefully they'll play a full game. They haven't mulliganed until they're on 7, so that's good. No hierarchy this time, so no accelerant. We're just going to go full run and pass. They haven't replied, which is a shame. But they must notice it's me again, right? They must notice the username again. Will they just concede at the first sight of a crab and or manic scribe? Is that where we're at? Or they just changed deck to try and get me back, perhaps. Who knows? Let's crack this and get our watery grave. Drew a crab, which is nice. Do they have a remand or a count? They're going to leak my crab. They're going to leak my crab. Oh, I'm so excited. Sure, I'm cool with it. I wonder if they've changed deck to beat the crab metagame that they're seeing emerge online. I fucking hope so. That'd be so good. That'd be so good. So next turn we can play Mesmericorp or Cancrix, which is... Shouldn't have got the swamp though, because that means I can't Cancrix. But I guess I just play... They are on a different deck, by the way. They have changed deck. I feel like this is a real challenge. Oh boy, I'm enjoying this. Right, let's go Snow-Covered Island and Mesmericorp. I should have actually... I bet their deck now has an Emrakul in it. In which case, when we Surgical the Emrakul, we're going to get them good. So, let's go Path to Exile into the Graveyard, Island into the Graveyard. So we're going to have to save Surgical for the Emrakul, because I think they're going to be on some sort of Nahiri deck. That's my inkling from them changing deck all of a sudden. So we mill ourselves for 2. Cool. Let's play a Cancrix. They could Logic Knot this again, but I don't think I mind too much. I'd rather get the value out of the Cancrix. Spell Snare. Woof. Nice. Okay. Let's go... So we're down to not a lot of action, but our Mesmericorp should be milling them quite strong. We hit Lightning Bolt and Path to Exile with the next mills. I'm hoping they are on the Emrakul deck, because it's going to be so fun to Surgical, unless they obviously have Counter Magic for our Surgical. We mill our Surgical into our Graveyard, which is a shame. Okay, well they missed their land drops last turn, so I think I'm just going to Field of Ruin them in their draw step. To try and take them off white. Okay. I mean, it also messes with Cryptic Command too. So I'm going to go for the Archive Trap now, and then Surgical the Emrakul. They might be able to counter it with a counter spell, but then we can obviously Mystic Sanctuary our Surgical Extraction to the top of our library again. Do they remand this? I fucking hope so, that'd be great. Logic Knot for 4, sure. We are fueling those Logic Knots with our Dispel cards. So we hit a Cancrix. We also put Cryptic Command in our Graveyard. I guess I want to get back Cryptic Command. And then we'll hold off on the Surgical still, obviously. The good thing about Cryptic Command is we can reset our Mystic Sanctuary. Oh, I fucking nailed it! I told you! This is so good! The metagaming. It's like when you play with your friends and they build a deck to beat yours because they keep losing to it and stuff. It's so funny. Okay, we drew the Cryptic Command that we knew we were drawing. Let's play a Snow-Covered Island and mill them for 3. Or 2 even. Nowhere near as good. Time Raveler and Hallowed Fountain. Sure. No attacks. And pass back to them. They're not really tapping anything, which is interesting. They just don't want to get milled up by the orb, I guess. And then I'm going to crack my Delta and get a Snow-Covered Swamp and mill you for 2 again. They go down to 33 cards in the library. We see Supreme Verdant Teferi in the bin. We see a Vision of Beyond, which currently doesn't draw enough cards, so we're just going to have to play the waiting game, I guess. They crack their tarn and get a steam vents, putting more cards into their graveyard. They play a Spybluff Canal. That's a mill. I love it. We drew an Archive Trap, so we're just going to Archive Trap them in their end step. Seems like a legitimate line. They untap, they mill and go to 13 cards in graveyard. They play a Tarn. I guess we go for the free Archive Trap instead then. Drown Unlock's a pretty good magic card here. We can counter pretty much anything with it. We could even almost counter an Emrakul if the Emrakul didn't say can't be countered on it. So they're going to crack that, sure. And they're going to search their library, and then I'm going to Archive Trap them. Wapow! We put a load more cards in the graveyard. None of them are Emrakuls. What if they've drawn the Emrakuls? How tilting would that be? They mill a Celestial Colonnade. There's some Lightning Bolts and Lightning Helixes. This is basically just it's Jesco control with Nahiri and Emrakul, right? That's what this deck is right now. Draw another Vision of Beyond. Cool. Let's go Astrolabe. Mill them for 2. Draw a push. I would love to mill them for 2. They go down to 11 cards left in library. I want to be able to have Cryptic plus Drown on a lockup for when I cast my Surgical, which I currently do, but if I cast this Vision of Beyond, I won't. So I guess I just play a Crab and pass. That'll force them to Verdict in some way, right? Oh, they're tapping for some stuff. They're going to Helix my Crab. Do I let them do that? Yeah, I guess. Goodbye, Crab. We hardly knew you, my friend. They mill down to 8 cards in library. So they're dead in 9 turns if they don't do anything. And we're on 18 life. We untap and mill 2, and then we draw a Snow Crab. Let's go. Mill you for 2. 6 cards left in library. Where's your Emrakul, buddy? Where's your Emrakul? So they're on 8 cards in hand. They're going to discard Emrakul at end of turn. And then we're going to have to fight over it with the Drown the Lock. Yeah, there it is. Okay, trigger on the stack. Let's give this a shot. Let's cast Surgical, targeting this. Pay the life. They could have multiple counter spells here. This could go horribly wrong. Snapcaster Mage. Eh? Well. Do we think they have other stuff in hand? I let the Snapcaster resolve. Because then they have to dump a load of mana into countering it. They're going to choose Remand. Negate. Interesting. Okay. They go for Negate. And I'm going to counter that spell with Drown the Lock. Now they have Mana Leak or Snappy Spell Snare. Sure. So they are going to put their library back into their graveyard back into their library, which is frustrating for us. We can get a Surgical back with our Mystic Sanctuary. Okay. We're back to them having 39 cards in their library. We're going to untap and mill ourselves a little bit here. We've got to be careful of our Mesmeric Orbs, milling ourselves out. We've got a Manic Scribe, which will mill them. So we're going to go Manic Scribe. Should have Manic Scribed first. That's probably bad. So So you float all our mana. We cast to tap opponent to tap all creatures you can tap opponent to draw a card. So then we return our Mystic Sanctuary to our hand. Paying all but 1 blue mana. We then play the Mystic Sanctuary, which puts the Surgical Extraction on top of our library. And then we need to draw the Surgical, so we're going to draw 3 more cards. We do double Surgical. Interesting. Cool. Cool. We now only have 15 cards left in our library, and we're milling a load at the beginning of our turn as well, so we need to be very careful here. So they're going to mill a load. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 Mesmeric Orb triggers and a Scribe. And they're going to start attacking me, I guess. I mean, if they cast a Planeswalker here, we don't have a way to stop them. Oop, there it is. Are they going to discard an Emrakul here? No, they're not. Let's go tick up this Harbinger. Okay. We can survive an Emrakul hit, though. That's the thing. 9 cards go into the bin. We drew another Mystic Sanctuary, so we can Cryptic bounce the Harbinger. That doesn't seem too bad. We can also Archive Trap them down 13 cards. We could play a second Orb to really make them mill, but the problem is the Orbs will mill us out as well. That's the problem. So we can put Cryptic on top of our library to be able to survive an Emrakul. And now we're not really tapping any more mana. There's just no need to. We're just going to pass the turn and mill them for 3 in their upkeep. Well, more than 3. Oh, Mesmeric Orb. I've got a real soft spot for this card after playing Mill and playing for Horseman and Legacy as well. I enjoy myself some Mesmeric Orb action. I wonder if they're only playing 1 Emrakul. That's interesting. So they're going to crack a fetch. They failed to find, because I guess all their lands might be in their bin. Draw a card and discard a card. What on earth are they casting now? Wrath of God. Well, that does turn my Manic Scribe off. But then I can play an Orb. And then untap a mill 8. That does seem pretty good. Yeah, that's fine. We untap and draw Cryptic. If we play an Orb, we'll mill them for 8, but that won't kill them. We kind of need to Cryptic command to tap down their Emrakul. Bounce something, Surgical all their stuff. That's probably the only way to really do this at this point. Does it return to hand at end of turn? Oh, it returns to hand. That ain't good. If we play an Orb, though, it most likely just kills us on the following turn. That's the problem. We can Surgical now to have a peek at their hand. But again, that might get us killed too. I think we just need to tap them down and mill them? Question mark. The problem is they can just go for Emrakul next turn, but they will lose the Nahiri, I guess. Yeah, okay. We got this. We milled a load of their stuff, but no Emrakul. That's kind of depressing. I could check with my graveyard what's left in my library. Like, we might have an Archive Trap left in our deck. They draw a card. Choose not to draw and discard. They just draw. No, they tick up and don't discard, sorry. And therefore do not draw. Interesting. If we fight over Nahiri, we can kill them. Yeah, I think we fight over the Nahiri. We got to realise that our orb's going to mill us for 4 with Cryptic and 2 with Drown the Lock, which leaves us with 2 cards left in our library. So if we draw off the Cryptic, what does that even do? Does it just get us killed? But if we draw off the Cryptic and then they don't do anything, they can't kill us either. And then we can kill them with mill. We can also return our orb to our hand, but that doesn't seem very good. I guess I go on the Cryptic line. This does not feel great. If they tap a load of mana though and we successfully like land another orb and then pass to them, that could be pretty good. Cryptic. They're going to bounce my Astrolabe and counter a spell. I guess I'm just going to counter their Cryptic command. And hopefully that gets countered by them. And then we untap and just play a second orb and kill them. Spell Snare. Oof, okay. Spell Snare resolves. Cryptic command resolves. They have 1 blue up. So, on our turn, we're going to untap and draw. 2 cards left in the library. We're then going to cast Surgical using our life. And we're going to target whatever counter spells they could possibly cast. Like a Negate, for example. To look at their hand. Their hand is Snapcaster Mage. And their library has 1 Emrakul in it. Interesting. So the Negate is gone. They cannot Snapcaster Mage a counter spell here. So we're going to say okay. We're then going to play Orb. Orb. But on their upkeep they can Snappy Cryptic. So I guess I have to Surgical, whatever can counter my. But we need the Surgical for the Emrakul. Oh no! No! I should have Surgical the Snapcaster Mage! No! Have I lost? Because of that? I guess we can just play 1 more Astrolabe. I mean, we drew a Strand. Interesting match, right? Interesting game? Question mark? I don't think they're going to respond. I think they might be angry at me. Yeah, they can mill the Emrakul. Survive. I'm going to Surgical, but they'll be able to Snappy the Cryptic. I should have ate Snappies up with the first Surgical if I really thought it through. Because now we mill them, we go for the Surgical and the Emrakul, and they just Snappy Cryptic the Surgical. I guess what I should have done was not play the first Surgical at all. Yeah, I punted this. I could have had it. Chat, friends, comment section. Oh, they let me do it. What the? Oh, because the trigger still goes off. Right, let's go to game 2 then. Let's see if they'll play game 2 with me. Nope. Why won't you play a second game with Crab? Oh, I've just seen Amused to Death, the person who played the first round. No mono, net lists, tried to be better. Ah, I see you are a man of culture and taste as well. Well, the tournament practice rooms, the modern open rooms as it were. I guess the modern tournament practice is here. Maybe I should be playing the open rooms. Who gives a shit? Come on. Come on! Our other friend was playing Oko. I think the problem is that no one really knows what to actually play in these rooms or assess the power level and stuff, but I don't know. I hope you enjoyed the video of me playing crab into some people who do not want to play 2 games at once. Never got to sideboard, never got to harmless offering a crab to somebody and give them crabs like my college girlfriend did to me. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button. Let me know down below, am I playing a deck that's too try-hard in the modern open play rooms? Did you enjoy me trying to chase down my opponent and then switching to an Emrakul deck just to get me? Yep, Emrakul isn't that common in Modern, but it looks like people will play it against Mill when they can. If you enjoyed the video, like it, do leave me a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and check me out over on twitch.tv/PleasantKenobi as well. On the 20th of December, I'm doing a 24-hour charity stream to raise money for cancer research, because cancer fucking sucks. So make sure you follow me over on Twitch so you can get involved with that, with the giveaways and the fundraising. If I reach $10,000 on that stream, I will be shaving the chin of my beard off. Not the whole beard, just the chin, so I look like Lemmy from Motorhead. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all very soon. Ta-ta for now.